This is a good episode. This is going to be a good episode.
Like they haven't already been good?
This is
Question mark?
going to be a gooder episode.
Yeah.
This is going to be awesome. No, I'm excited to talk about this because
Wait, what's the topic? Oh, yeah.
how to keep customers from getting grouchy. Because what comes to mind for me is people are impatient, people are picky, or people just they start getting upset for one reason or another. And voiceovers is a customer service experience.
Very much.
That's one thing you will learn. And so there are tips, techniques, strategies that we want to share with you that will help you when you're dealing with customers, not just in voiceover, but in any sort of customer service kind of field that will help people remain happy, friendly, on your good side, and leave them with a positive experience at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That is the goal. That is what we want. That's so important.
Yeah. I agree.
So I do want to give a little bit of backstory that I worked retail and customer service
Me too.
for a big part of my life. So have you. I used to sell phones in Radio Shack, small parts. I worked at a cell phone store, Sprint, which is now
Worked
T-Mobile.
at a bakery.
Bakery Deli. Yep, exactly. So my whole life I have been dealing with customers. I've been helping customers, and I've learned kind of like how people are, like the psychology of people.
Yeah. I just like keeping people happy, honestly. Like at home or just,
Yeah.
I don't know, people I work with or at
Yeah,
school.
I feel the same way.
Yeah, I just want to keep people happy.
I feel the same way. I'm a peaceful guy. I'm a calm guy, and I would rather see people feel happy.
Anyways, what are your tips?
So let's talk about the tips.
Yep.
The first thing about people getting impatient, you got to give them the expectations. Expectations are big in anything. The customer is basing their anger or happiness off of that expectation. Their happiness or anger is relative to the expectation.
Yes, I haven't thought about it like that.
Yeah, it's relative to that. So if you say, I'm going to have this ready in 2 days, that is now their expectation. If you take 3 days, they're going to be angry because it's relative to the 2-day expectation you set. If you deliver in 1 day, they're going to be happy because it's relative to the 2-day expectation you set. So very important
So
to set
actually,
an
I think
expectation
we'll
that's manageable.
step back a little bit. Why would a customer be angry? I think that's the first thing we would talk about.
Yeah.
So obviously, timelines, that's something that stresses a lot of people out. The quality of work, maybe the creative direction you went with it, that's the third thing. Another thing they might be unhappy with, the fees or what they were charged. Something was incorrect, or if they feel like they were overquoted, or what else would they be upset with?
I think that's all relevant,
Yeah, or maybe
all relevant factors.
your tableside manner, your bedside manner, how did you treat them?
Yeah.
Yep.
How you treated them, just everything in general. They have an expectation about everything.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Yep.
They expect to be treated a certain way. They expect the quality to be a certain way. They expect it in a certain time. They expect a certain price,
Or even in a certain format.
a certain format. Exactly. And this is just normal stuff as people.
Yeah.
This doesn't mean they're arrogant or anything like that. But as people, we have expectations, whether we realize it or not. And we base it off of those expectations on how we feel.
Yeah.
Now, as the professional, it's our job to set those expectations in a way that we can not only achieve them, but exceed them.
Exactly. Yeah. And when
Like
we
the
first said this
quality,
topic, we said grouchy, but honestly, a customer could be upset. Their feelings could be hurt. They could be sad. I mean, it's not all anger.
It's not all anger. It's not just being grouchy. It
Or
could be
dissatisfied.
sadness, disappointment.
Yeah.
It could be any sort of negative emotion. It all wraps into this.
Yeah, exactly.
So set the expectations to what you know you can exceed.
And you would set those expectations in your gig description?
The pricing should all be there up front. There shouldn't be surprises.
Yep.
That's why people get mad at their cell phone bills. They're expecting a certain price, and when it comes in with all these hidden fees, they're mad because nobody told them about that. That's why people get so grouchy about that.
Yep. So just being upfront.
Upfront about the pricing, what to
and-
expect. Your demo reel also should have the quality that you record because they're gonna listen to that. They're gonna expect that quality that you have.
Exactly. And it's happened to us a couple times where we have a character voice that we do, and we had it on our demo reel. And sometimes you'll get customers that are still upset saying this isn't how, like, okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I had the minions, the little yellow things. So I gave a sample of that on my demo reel, and I did a minion voice for someone, and they said that I didn't sound like a minion, but sometimes you'll get that. I
And
mean,
another customer says you sound just like the minion.
exactly. So
Sometimes you'll get that.
yeah,
Sometimes that happens, but see, for one customer, you exceeded their expectations.
yeah, and they
For
love it.
And for another one, you didn't meet their expectations. So what we have to do at that point is you have to have good customer service. Exceed their expectations in something else
Yeah.
to make up for that. Exceed their expectations in customer service so that they're happy again.
And they'll come back maybe for not your minion voice, but something else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And they'll remember you. They say, you know what, this person
Took care of me.
took care of me.
Yep.
And they will appreciate that. So it comes down to that, exceeding their expectations, taking care of them, genuinely caring about the customer is so important.
Yeah.
Putting your own feelings like aside
Yep.
sometimes. This is a personal thing for me, but I would rather feel upset and disappointed or grouchy than the customer. Because customers
Oh yeah. Oh
can
yeah.
leave reviews. Customers can make your life
They're our
miserable.
livelihood. We were doing this for them.
And we count on our customers.
Yeah.
We depend on them. They are our livelihood. I appreciate our customers. And this is why, I'm okay. I can take the bullet. I can feel bad for a day. I know how to deal with that. I don't know if the customer can. I
Yeah.
don't know how their life is going. So I'm going to do what I can to make sure that they have an excellent experience.
Exactly. And sometimes we might make mistakes too. Well,
Yeah.
this happened to me. I bought a pair of shorts from like online, and
Yeah.
I bought them a certain color, and when I got them delivered, they were not the color I ordered, and I thought, what happened? So I messaged the seller, and she told me, she didn't even really say sorry. She said, can you
didn't-
please mail them back to me? And I thought, what? You mean I need to mail them back to get a refund? Like, it was a big inconvenience.
Yeah, it was inconvenient.
So
Soured your experience.
exactly. So don't do that with your people. If you
Yeah.
make a mistake, take care of it.
Own it. Own it
yeah,
up.
own up to it.
Empathize with them.
Yeah.
Say, I'm sorry about that. Like, I apologize. Like, how can I make this right? Like, hey, how sorry to hear that. How can I make this right?
Especially if it was your mistake.
If it was your mistake, yeah.
Yeah.
Own up to it. How can I make this right? What can I do for you to make it better?
Yep.
Sometimes that does mean giving them a refund. I'd
Or
rather
maybe giving them some more takes.
giving them another take. It doesn't always have to mean losing the customer
Yeah.
or losing the money.
Yeah.
Give them another
Please
take.
do not burn that bridge. Do not.
Don't burn the bridge.
No.
Do what you can to make it right. Take care of the customer.
And I've seen that happen a lot, where voice actors, or not even voice actors, just anyone, will be too prideful, and
Yeah.
they just no, don't do that. Don't do
They'll
that.
burn the bridge. Oh yeah, that happens.
That-
They're
it
too
hurts.
prideful. They don't want to admit they're wrong,
Yeah.
and they just rather be right in their mind, feed the ego, and just the customer's wrong and burn the bridge. And you lose a customer, it's sour, but you are a sour person now, and you're gonna
Yeah.
do that with other customers.
Yeah, no, I'll just take it. I'll take it. I just do. What do you
I
want me
want
to
to
fix?
mend the relationship. I want to mend the bridge.
Yeah,
Keep things going great.
exactly. I meant I'll take
So
the bullet.
I'm a positive person. I will take bullets, and I just want the customer to be happy.
yeah.
If there are those scenarios where you can't come to an agreement, it's okay to part ways.
Yeah.
It's okay too.
I remember asking you this when I first started out. If a customer wants a refund, or would you rather cancel an order and have a customer, part their ways, or would you rather keep the order but take a bad review?
And my answer was definitely part ways, because anything is better than a bad review.
Exactly.
A bad review is a sign on your page that everyone else who could have bought from you will read.
Yep. And I remember asking, because sometimes customers will get upset and they want a refund, but do you tell them no and they get really upset?
And the
Or-
customer's opinion weighs a lot.
so much.
It weighs so much. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm pretty sure you go onto whatever website, Amazon, you look at the reviews before you buy. Everyone does. Mm-hmm. It even happens in store. I've seen it myself, where I have a customer about to buy a phone, and another customer comes out of nowhere and says, you know what, I hate that phone. It's slow. It's this, it's that. Or the company is this and that. It's horrible company. And the customer they change their mind on the spot.
Yeah.
Just
I would.
on the
what are you
spot,
talking
just
about?
like that. Yeah, just like that. So
Yep.
a customer's word, a customer review has so much power. Don't
much.
underestimate it. Make sure that they have a positive impression about you
Yeah.
and your service and your brand. So important. Basically comes down to that. Make sure they're happy.
Yeah.
Do what you can, go above and beyond. And you can't, like, if you really want to, you will find a way.
Yeah.
Don't be lazy. Find a way.
To make them happy.
Make them
Whether
happy.
that's like
Make good with them. Like, imagine you were in their shoes. What would you want them to say to you?
specifically on Fiverr, that could be, hey, your next order, I'll record it in 24 hours, or I give them freebies, or
Upgrades. Something to make up for it. Yeah.
Something.
I mean, I'll share an experience. I was at, getting some burgers, and they forgot about me. I was waiting. Other people started getting their food, and I asked them, "Hey, is mine done?" They're like, "What number are you?" I showed them my receipt, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we got you." And I was upset because I thought, okay, I can see them
Wow,
clearly,
that's really messed up.
clearly starting my food now, and they made it, and I was just gonna take it, but they said, "You know what? Do you want a shake?" Because we took a while, and I said, "Yeah, I want a shake." I was so happy when they said that because that made it up to me.
Yeah.
I'm easy to please. Like, give me a free shake. We'll call it good. I'll forget.
Oh, that's
I'll
pretty
forgive this.
Dude, you haven't told me that before.
But it was a very good restaurant that takes care of their customers.
Now they do.
Oh, they always did. They always have.
wow.
They've always treated me right. And everybody makes mistakes. But what I really appreciate is people that go in above and beyond to make up for them.
Definitely.
It's a burger chain only in California. Well, only in the West.
Ooh, I think I know.
I think you know who it is.
And that serves shakes.
Yep. Oh, yep. It's very delicious.
Hint, hint,
but-
wink, wink. I think I
but
might
yeah.
have eaten that yesterday.
I think that's the one. So, yeah, those are some examples of why it's so important to really do the right thing for the customer and prevent them from getting grouchy, setting the right expectations and delivering them.
Oh, and maybe one of our listeners might be wondering, have you ever had a customer get upset just so that they can get a free voiceover?
There's always going to be people that try to be sneaky,
I
take
feel like
advantage.
I've had that happen before.
It's sneaky and take advantage, but it's in the
Yeah.
very, very small minority.
Yeah, it happens, but
I wouldn't worry about that too much, but there are steps you can take to prevent that. Look at their reputation. Look at the size of the project.
did you send them a sample ahead of time?
A sample, yep, exactly. And like I said, it's extremely rare. Sometimes you're gonna have to take a hit like that, but it's it's something you can't always avoid. The majority of people are good people that just want good work and have legitimate concerns when they bring them up. I have faith in people, and
Yep.
I think they appreciate that. So
Okay, that was my last question. I think we wrapped it up pretty good.
yeah, a lot of excellent content in this episode. I hope that you will apply it to your business and it helps you with your clients. Stay tuned because we have so much more information to share, so many more stories and experience.
Yeah. So
Love
pretty
it.
much the summary of this is just communicate. Just communicate with whoever's
Exceed
buying.
expectations,
buying from you.
set expectations,
Yes,
Exceed.
please.
customer service, communicate.
Yep. All right.
All right, thanks for joining us, guys.
Let's
and
go
we'll-
visit that burger chain. Maybe? Yes?
That would be pretty good. I could eat that burger chain every day.
Wow. Okay.
No shout outs unless you're sponsoring us. Then we are happy to shout you out every episode. All right, guys. See you on the next one.
Bye.